Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Nice to see you. I'm Verde Robusto. This is the Schumann Resonance Harmonics channel on YouTube and Facebook. It's Tuesday, the 13th of October. Yay! Lucky 13, lucky October. And it's a tremendous time. Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to explain some complicated technical scientific information about the electromagnetics in the environment, but also of the planet and a lot of stuff. And I do my best to keep it simple. And yet there's a point at which if this is important, you need to dedicate some time to reading on your own. I spend hours a day, at least 4 hours if I'm able to, 3 hours, depending what's going on. At least a minimum of 3 hours reading. And certainly, if I'm going to do a video, I got to read through it. And sometimes the test videos, I've had to do 3 takes of a test video, and so I've read through the material 3 times, and then sometimes it needs to be gone through a few times. So I do this I don't do this stuff for myself and post it online. I can read it myself. No, it's for the people who are interested in this that I take the time to make a clear video as concisely and clearly as I can for you, so that you will get the benefit of what I know and what I can distill down to you in a digestible form. That's the name of that tune. Thank you all for being here. I am Verde Robusto. Like I said, this is the Schumann Resonance Harmonics channel. And ultimately, what I do and everything I do is here for the channel is, how do I say it? It's through the lens of the Schumann resonance and how it affects the Schumann resonances, which are electromagnetic frequencies, the radio end of the spectrum of electromagnetic, light, what we think of as light, because it's invisible waves that circle around the globe. All right. So this video is part of a series of how would the Schumann, or how does, I'm trying to remember, how does would a potential polar shift affect the Schumann resonances? All right. So overall, that's what the topic of this video, this series is how does the polar change affect the Schumann resonances? All right. So there's a slight disclaimer to this first, that one needs to accept that we are undergoing a pole shift or a pole drift, which is what we would call a magnetic polar excursion right now. So all we know is they're moving, they're drifting. We really don't know if they're going to snap back. That's the assumption a lot of people have, that they're going to reach a certain point and move and head back to the way it was. That's one theory. The second theory is that the excursion it allows us to go to the other side, but then we bounce back, which is not really a happy kind of scene, but it's better. And then the third is that it's a pole shift. We're overdue for the swap, what I would call a pole swap. That's where we're, north is south and south is north. So that being the pole shift of where we're heading, that's like as what you call the worst case scenario. How is that going to affect Schumann resonances? All right. So, okay. So that's the overall topic, the overall theme. But what I need to, and I have a timer over there, just by the way. These videos are 10 minutes, and so I need to make sure that I stop what I'm doing before 10 minutes are up. Yeah, this is a good way to keep on track and on topic. All right. So before I can get into the question, the advanced question, the advanced part, the extra credit, extra super duper credit of how, the Schumann is going to be affected by this. First and foremost, as my notes here are telling me, first and foremost, one needs to address the issue of what is the polar magnetic shift. This is something that's a relatively new concept to people, and I think before I can get to the extra credit portion of the Schumann resonances and the machinery there then of, I need to know how does the pole shift? All right, what is the pole shift? What are we talking about? And I think there needs to be a few different views of, the experts. What are the experts saying this? So, so that's the general overall gist of what I'm doing here. All right. And so this video is really an introduction. I'm not going to get into any of the actual material. I'm just introducing where I'm going with the next, 20 videos or whatever. There's a lot to cover here. All right. So, So my guides are telling me that there's going to be a few topics on this video. There's a few parts to it. All right. So the first is a prerequisite of these terms: magnetohydrodynamics and then geodynamo. All right. So before I can even get into the next part, the introduction, the basic introduction of what the pole shift is, I got to read through these terms here, which are probably going to be the next video. I'm at 7 minutes now. All right. And then there's this article from here, the INGV, which is I'm going to just to change the scenery up. So that's what this, the part 2A is the magnetic polarity reversal, and then we're going to go into that. I'm going to read that. That'll probably be another video. And then after that, we have 3 alternate theories, well, actually 4 alternate theories of what to expect with the pole shift. Okay. So this is where the fun really starts. Okay, so the first one would be the cosmic disaster, this is going to be a whole nother video of itself.
I'm going to tell you the scariest true story ever told. Over thousands of years, in thousands of versions, with different names and minute details. But the story always ends the same way, with the next end of the world.
Okay, so that on a cheery note, that fun video, that's from Suspicious Observers. All right, so that's one of them. Then there's also another channel he has, another video he has on magnetic excursion. Okay, so I want to watch that as well, and that's like a 4-minute video, I think. All right, so he's got this one. That's going to be a bunch of pieces to that. And he has a few of them over there. Okay, that's not it. There we go. Okay. All right. So we have magnetohydrates, dynamo theory, dynamo. All right. Emmanual Velokovski. Okay. And so this is one of the ones that we will talk about as well when we talk about the crustal displacement, and we talk about the shifting poles, and we talk about the theories that are out there. Okay. And so it's really important to know the not in a lot of detail. We're not going into a lot of detail, especially not with 10 minutes, but it's important to be, it addressed these 3-4 maybe videos. All right. So this particular video is going to end soon. I think when it's done, I'm going to post it. And then kind of move on to the next one, or I may just kind of keep going from here anyway. So thank you all for being here. Remember to like this, comment, tell your friends, share it.